Morgan. What are we doing?
We are heading down to the dyno today. It'll be the first time we've put on a dyno since it had the 2.8. So we're gonna see what difference the 5.3 has made.
Yeah, because it made a solid, what, 84 horsepower before?
84.
So the goal's like better than 87 maybe?
If it makes 87 horsepower, we're just taking it straight to the dump. It should be a pretty decent improvement. I am hoping it'll at least triple it.
Triple would be, I don't know how to do numbers. I'm gonna be optimistic and think it's gonna be 4 times that amount. We'll see.
We're just gonna cruise it on down there, put it on the dyno, hope that it doesn't break. Drive it home.
It should be fine. This
What can
thing's
go
solid.
wrong?
Yeah, what can go wrong? It's not even really that loud.
It's pretty loud. On the highway, it's loud.
It's pretty loud.
Every time I think there's someone coming. All right, so we just got here. What are your power guesses?
All right, so we'll dig in a little bit here. So based on what it weighs, which is what, 3,200 pounds, I think?
It was 3220 with me in it.
Okay, 3,220. And it was a little slower, I guess, than we expected.
Yes, it was.
But with all that being said, 3,200 pounds, a naturally aspirated 5.3, it trapped, I think, 111. Went 12.5 and 111, right? Somewhere in there?
Yeah,
So
about there every day.
it's kind of like a math equation. You can actually kind of get a ballpark calculation of what you're making for power. I'm gonna call 345. Sounds kind of low, but I think it's a very realistic number.
I thought before I raced it that it was going to be closer to 400, but now that I've raced it, I've realized it is not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 337.
Ooh, okay, even lower.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to go a little lower. I'm kind of not optimistic.
Yeah. So, I mean, for whatever it's worth, it's a stock bottom end 5.3, like bone stock. It's freshened up, whatever. I mean, it is stock. It's got a 224, 228 cam, if I remember right, which is a pretty healthy cam for a 5.3. It's got CNC ported heads, but that's it. Like literally, there's nothing else. I mean, I guess it does have an intake manifold. But again, there's not enough cubic inches there to really justify.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, it's still a 5.3 stock. They're what, 275 horsepower, 280, something like that.
Yeah.
So if it truly makes a 340 or whatever to the tire through the automatic, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good power.
It's just not as much as I wanted.
As much. Well, you know.
Well, and to be fair, things have escalated a bit more than I expected, because my original goal was actually like 350, 400.
Yeah.
Because it was just supposed to be, you know, a cruiser, and now it's sitting here like on a beadlock, and it's got a cage in it, and
So we'll get a good baseline and see where we're at, and then decide what we need to do from there.
yeah. All right, so 345 and 337.
Yep.
All right, so we're setting the Holly so it'll actually stay in gear.
Yeah, so we're changing to 3.2 downshift. We're just gonna set it like a generic number, like 20s across the board. Want shift? No, not want shift. Let me make sure I save this.
Pro tip, always save your tunes.
Always save your tunes. James V1.
James. You ready for all this?
Oh yeah, sheer horsepower is what we're gonna make here.
Here we go. Oh, my starter's going bad.
All right, so I guessed what, 345? What did you guess? What was the number you guessed?
337. But you know, I made a joke at home that it was gonna make like 320 or something. That's what we get.
Hey, it could be worse. That's not bad. That's pretty much on par.
It's 330. It's 329. I'm gonna round that up to 330. Yeah, it dipped real heavy up there.
Yeah, which is really interesting. We figured the power would have carried off further because the intake manifold.
Yeah, and the cam.
Decently big for it, but it's nosing over violently at 66. So we're gonna move the shift points and everything actually down on it, and I think it's gonna pick up quite a bit. Another thing we're gonna try, we're gonna do one more pull, and we're gonna pull some timing out of it to see if it drops a bunch. If it drops a bunch, then essentially we know it could maybe potentially go up, but if it doesn't really lose much, then probably got too much in it as is. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
There's only 1 horsepower difference between 6,000 and 6,500.
Oh wow, so that's not worth taking it up that high.
No.
Got it.
Well, it tells you where you shift.
Yeah.
I'd shift at 66, and
Yeah.
come right back. It's going to stay at its peak power and still ride to the peak power.
Just
right back.
gonna ride it all the way across. That's perfect too, because theoretically, you know, the RPM drop's only gonna be in here. So
Depending on how much it drops.
I'm kind of interested to
The
like.
converter's tight, so it probably shots around
Very.
a lot.
yeah, it is pretty tight.
Yeah.
It is pretty dang tight.
I'm a little spoiled with the D150 now, so that's not gonna do. Should we make another pull and see?
Let's do it. Why not?
All right, so we pulled 2 degrees of timing out of it. Let's see what it does. Okay, 331.
It seems the things I did improved. So
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, I did like
You
that.
can do it again and take it further.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do it. Let's burn it to the ground.
No, maybe not. Maybe
That's how
not.
you make the most power.
It's consistent. It's very consistent.
It's also a bracket car on the dyno.
Well,
Dyno brackets. I mean, we got 331 over 320.
yeah, I'll take that 2 extra horsepower.
Yeah, 2 horsepower. When you gain, well, no, we didn't on the last pass. You gained 3 foot-pounds on one of them. It's pretty serious business there.
Interesting.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, I brought the timing down slightly and fattened it up a teensy bit, and it seemed to like it better. So
Okay.
that indicates that it definitely had too much timing in it for for sure. I don't know if I should even bother with more. I think we're probably good there.
So 329, 331, 331.
Yeah, that's about what she's got.
That's what she's got.
And again, I mean, it's a stock 5.3 with a cam. I mean, I guess it's got heads, but at the end of the day, it's what, 330 cubic inches or something like that. So that's pretty decent.
Can't be too mad at it. That was my original goal, you know, like 350, and I'm still kind of mad.
Partially mad. Listen, it looks real cool.
It looks cool.
It makes chops.
It sounds cool.
What more do you want? You know?
No.
We should probably fix that.
Yeah, I think we have something at home that'll fix that.
Do we?
Yeah, we should go home and look at that.
I want to go home and take a look at that.
Okay.
Good plan.
Morgan, you look too tall. Can you stop that?
Can you stop being so tall?
All right, so we just got home from the dyno. We made like 10 more pulls because we can't leave anything alone.
We got peer pressure.
They were trying to find like half a horsepower.
Listen, we were getting there. We got 7.
So we ended up at 336 horsepower.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure you said 337 is your guess.
Yeah, I said 337, so
which is actually pretty
I had a lot of time to think about it while I was making the pull.
Oh yeah, good call.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that was the original where it made 84 horsepower.
But it was still going up. I mean, you could have made 400 if we kept going.
We didn't.
Yeah, that was probably a solid 90 on a good day.
Yeah. With my original power goals, this probably would have been sufficient. But with the way things have escalated over the last year or so, the D150 has spoiled me. I mean, it's like I'm too close to like going 9s at this point.
It's hard to go back. Like once you get to that level, you can't just step down. Going from like a 10.1 to a 12.5 was painful. I was in there just like trying to find some more. It's okay though, because we have something here in this shop that is going to fix that violently. Yeah. What you got here, Morgan?
So I have a Magnuson Hot Rod 2300 kit. The TVS 2300 is nothing wild yet. I've never had a supercharged vehicle. It's like, you know, check something off the list. But I don't know, I've always loved Magnusons, and I pretty much reached out to them right after Sick Week because, call me delusional, but I was hoping to at least see like an 11 out of this thing, you know? But we didn't get that. No. So I was like, okay, I need to fix it. This will fix it.
We'll fix it.
I'm really excited about this. It's a lot more compact than turbo setups. There's a lot going on. Wastegates, blow-off valves, you know, exhaust is another problem. You know, a lot of plumbing going on. It does have some plumbing with like the water box and everything, but essentially it's very compact and just, you know, should be a fairly simple install.
Pretty much plug and play.
Yeah, it's like 200 horsepower plug and play kit.
Drop in.
We are going to have some struggles.
Yes, we are.
I mean, we were going to have struggles no matter what we did. One of our pain points is going to be room. That uses truck accessories, which I had a Corvette setup. With the truck accessories here, you can see like we're already pretty close to the radiator, which we had to make a little bit of modifications here. And it could go back a little bit further, but we're still gonna have to figure something out here with the truck accessories. Probably gonna be like, what, here?
Yeah, it's gonna be about 1.5 inches further out. So it'll be probably roughly here. We're definitely gonna have to move the radiator in.
Yeah.
Whatever we end up doing.
Go under, or we're gonna have to find something that consolidates fans and radiator and shroud, because I don't even have a shroud. But the nice part is I won't have to have this hot air intake anymore. Because with this on, the intake's gonna be pointing this way. So I'll at least get that. That's one thing we were struggling with. My power goal at the moment is probably roughly around 500, 525.
Yeah, which in this thing will be an animal.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't weigh much. It's a small, sketchy little box.
Should get that as like a bumper sticker.
Yeah, so Jimmy's getting a blower. So I want to give a huge thank you to Magnuson. They have been awesome to work with so far. They've answered all my questions, listened to what my goals were with it, and kind of just provided me with the perfect thing. They said one required wheelie, so we're gonna try and make that happen. I think we'll do it. But we're gonna jump right in. We have a lot to change at the same time, so we're gonna get started. So stay tuned for the install video.
Okay, bye.